What's going on, everybody? Bailey there, back with another video. As a guild leader, I often get asked questions from new players and even veteran players about where they can find a lot of information when it comes to UO Outlands. Well, luckily, UO Outlands has both staff-made and player-made websites that cover down on an incredible amount of information that covers everything in the UO Outlands community, from player guides all the way to how to make your outfit look better. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover some of the UO Outlands websites that I think every player, both new and old, should know about. The first one we're going to be going over is something as simple as the Outlands Discord. There are some players that don't really know how to utilize it, and I'm going to go over that. The Outlands Wiki, that is obviously created and maintained by both the staff, but a majority of the Outlands Wiki, the information is updated by the player base. We're going to go over the newly created Outlands Portal and how that is a useful item for new players and veteran players to utilize. Explore Outlands, one of my favorite websites. UO Razor Scripts, which is made by one of our own, Jason's. We've got the Outlands Butler website, which is an incredible website when it comes to player optimization as well as society optimization. Definitely a huge benefit to have that one around. The Outlands Drip website, which is where I go when I want to design a new outfit for my character, and I want to see how it's going to look before I make a major purchase, especially saying some of those cloth out there are very expensive. And then finally, we're going to go over the UO Outlands Monster Finder website, which is also made by a fellow streamer, by Trigalicious. So if there's a specific portion of the video that you would like to go ahead and skip to, I'm going to have chapters down there so you can skip directly to the portion that you would like to learn about. We're going to go ahead and get right into it, and we're going to go into the Discord. So if you are a new player and you're trying to navigate yourself around, the easiest way to get to the Discord, if you haven't already downloaded it from the website, if you're in game, the easiest way to get to the Discord is to click, if you open up your paper doll, and if your paper doll is closed, there's going to be a little gump at the top of your screen. You'll click Gumps, open up your paper doll. You'll click the Help button, which will open up this gump right here. And then right here, this purple button, you're going to go ahead and click that. That's going to take you right to the Discord. And once you get over to the Discord, you're going to notice there's a plethora of channels, whether it's the general channel where you're going to find a lot of people are just sitting around, hanging out, talking about whatever. There's a templates and builds Discord channel where there's going to be people that are talking about different templates. You know, what's the best kind of Dexter to play? How should I play my backstabber, or how should I build my tamer? There's Ships PVM. If you want to get into boating, that's a great place to ask some questions. We've got channels concerning clothes and fashion, people posting up their favorite outfits. Even got a little place where people like to show off the decoration of their house. So this is an easy way to get over to the Outlands Discord, and you can check out any of these channels. There's a bunch of good information in there. Great source of knowledge for any either new or veteran player that doesn't know about the Discord. All right, so the first website we're going to go over is the Outlands Wiki. This can also be accessed from the paper doll, but also I'm going to have a link to all these websites down in the description below. So if you haven't been able to check it out, you can head right down to the description of the video and you can just click on the link. It'll take you straight there. All right, the Outlands Wiki. This is where I point most new players for information on the game, right? The Outlands Wiki covers everything from skills, ocean content, the aspect masteries, plant growing, everything. And at the bottom of the Outlands Wiki on the main page, there's a little tab that'll take you to just about anything in the game. So all the different unique systems, everything about the world, all the different dungeons and different locations. And there's even a tab here for new player info. If you're a new player and you're trying to figure out how do I create my character, you come over and you can click the new player button located right at the top. And it'll walk you through step by step on everything you need to do to create your character. From picking a skill set, you're arrived at the Shelter Island, which is where your player spawns in. Training credit deeds, what do they do? Rental room credit deeds, the World Atlas, what that does for you. And it gives you a map to the new player dungeon. And it even tells you what you should be doing once you leave Shelter Island. So if you're a new player or an existing player, heading over here to the Outlands Wiki, making sure that you have that saved up on your hotbar, and use this as a great reference point. Another great part about the wiki is going to be the skills page. So if you head on over to the skills page, which is accessed from the Outlands Wiki, this also has a list of all the different skills. And then if you click one of the skills, let's go with Arms Lore, it'll give you a brief summary about what it does for you in PVM, and what other special perks that skill might have. Like, for instance, Arms Lore allows you to disarm as long as you have 80 Arms Lore and 80 in a weapon skill. So if you're trying to figure out, okay, what does this skill do and what does it provide my character? The Outlands Wiki has all of your skills covered. So, like I said, the Outlands Wiki is full of information. I highly suggest coming over to this page, doing some reading, learning up about the game, all the different aspects to the game, including aspects. This will give you a basic understanding of everything that has to do with UO Outlands. The next website that I would like to go over is the Outlands Portal. Outlands Portal is the new vendor search for UO Outlands. Super convenient. If you get an item, instead of having to go over to the Discord or just being genuinely curious about the value of a certain item, you can go to the vendor search. Once again, the link is down below. You can click vendor search and you could just type in any item that you want. For instance, I'm going to type in Air Core. It'll pop up with how many there are currently listed. I can click that, and then I can see how much these have been listed for. I can see how many the vendor has on it, or how many is in that stack, the price of the item, how long ago it was listed, where the vendor is, and the location of the vendor. Or excuse me, this is the name of the vendor and the location of the vendor. The other great thing about this website is if I click locate vendor, in game, it's going to pop up with an arrow and a little gump. And then all I have to do is follow to that. I had to follow the arrow to that vendor. Something else that is very convenient about this website is once I click locate vendor, that's going to pop up a gump in game, but I can also come over to the open and explore Outlands button, which I'm going to go more in depth about explore Outlands later. But what I'll do is go ahead and click this now to show you what this does. Once I click that, it's going to open up explore Outlands, and it's going to put a marker on the map right where that vendor is. Then from here, all I have to do is click the Witcher rune system, find the closest number, find if your guild or anybody else has a Witcher rune system or a Witcher rune library. There's some public ones as well. But all I have to do is go to this number, click the locate button on the gump in game. It will pop up an arrow and I can walk myself to that vendor. That makes it much easier, much faster to go ahead and purchase an item. So that's a brief rundown of the vendor search system. You can use it for anything, whether it's cores or different cloth. Let's look up powder ruby cloth. Let's say I want to make a powder ruby outfit. This will tell me if anybody has any on their vendor. So now if I want to make my powder ruby cloth outfit, I can go and purchase powder ruby cloth using the vendor locator and then finding out where, you know, how the fastest way to get to that location to purchase it. So I usually use this system to look up the price of all the items that I have before I go and load up my vendor, so I know that I have the most accurate and up-to-date market prices for anything before I load my vendor. As I alluded to earlier, the next website that I would like to go over is the Explore Outlands map. The Explore Outlands is an incredibly useful tool. It allows you to teleport around the map. Thank you, Witcher. Shout out, Witcher. If you come over to the left-hand side of the website, you'll see a Witcher rune system button. If you check mark that, it'll bring up all the different Witcher rune locations across the map. So for instance, if I wanted to go to Ogre Valley, because I want to farm here because I'm a new player, I know I don't have to run from either Horseshoe Bay or Provalia. I can utilize a Witcher rune library and I can just teleport right in to Witcher Rune 101 and start farming in Ogre Valley. Or if I'm doing T-maps, once I decipher the T-map, it'll give me a little picture of where on the map it is. I can utilize this website to find out where that map is and then recall into that map location, complete the map and recall out instead of having to run from a farther location. Another great set of tools on this website, especially if you're a new player, this will kind of give you an idea of where all the moon gates are on the map, as well as all the healer caravans. All the POIs are listed, or points of interest. All the shrines are listed, where all the dungeons are. And if you're a brand new lockpicker and you don't know where all the chests are in a dungeon, you can also come over to the side of the map. And if I want to pick chests, let's say I want to pick chests in Cavernam, I know that this is Cavernam level 1. I can then go, okay, I know there's a level 2 here, 3 here, so on and so forth. So all of the locked chests are visible on the Explore Outlands website. What this also does is if you're dealing with your vendor being bought out and you're trying to buy some regs, this map also has the location of all the smugglers on the map. So if you can't purchase regs or any item off of a vendor in town, these smugglers on the map sell items in bulk, but for a little bit more expensive, about 25% more expensive. So a reg on a vendor costs 3 gold, a reg on a smuggler costs 4 gold. I will say, be aware that some of these smugglers do have thieves at them sometimes, so make sure you bring a character that can either hide, has tracking, you know, some way to protect whatever you're purchasing. The next website that I would like to cover is going to be the UO Razor Scripts website. This website was created by Jace Owens, the script god himself. If you're not into scripting and you think that scripting is bad, then skip this portion of the video and go to the next chapter. But if you're a new player and you would like to figure out a simple way to level your magery in the new player dungeon, you just search for what it is that you're trying to find. So let's go to level magery, 0 to 80. Let's see if that pops up. Okay, so we're gonna get a bunch of scripts in here, but we're just gonna search this until we find it. Boom, right here. Train magery to 80 in shelter. So all I have to do if I want to utilize this script is click the script, copy the script, and input it into my my Razor in the script section, give it a hotkey, and run the script. Or if you're a new character and you're trying to have a script to mine for you, Remember, AFK scripting is not allowed when it comes to gathering resources. Anything that gains you experience or resources, you're not allowed to AFK. So keep that in mind. But you can go to the auto miner right here on the side. Here is a video of him setting up the script, but you can just click the ultimate mining hotkey right here, copy the script, run it on your mining character, and make sure that you're moving it around, and you can utilize this script for mining. But this website has all kinds of different ones, all kinds of different scripts. That way you don't have to try to figure out how to make them yourself. You can use the big brain of Jason's, and he'll just make I guarantee there's a script made for anything that you're looking for. I utilize a couple of them on my characters myself. They're fantastic. Saves a lot of button clicks. All right, the next website that I'd like to go over is going to be the Outlands Butler website. Forgive me, I don't know who created this. I don't know who to give credit to on this one, but this website has made society jobs 1,000% better. So every week I come back to this website, usually about an hour after a weekly reset. I come over to this website. You can input your profile, right? So you can edit your profile on here to change it, to whatever your skills are for your crafters. Right now I have mine set with a 120 alchemist, a 120 tailor, and a 120 scribe, because that's the societies that I always do. It's going to put the most efficient societies in a list. I can do 15 on this account. You can also change this number as well. So you can edit this to only, if you're starting out and you've only got 10 society jobs a week that you can take, you can change this to 10. You can modify your profile to however many, whatever skill you're at for different crafting. And then from here, you can select which jobs you want to do. So if I want to do all 15 of these jobs, I'm going to select those 15 jobs by automatically taking the top 15 jobs. And then I can come over to the scripts button, click scripts, and I can copy this collector script to my clipboard, input that into my eraser, go to the society hall, and it will automatically collect all 15 of those society jobs for me. From there, I'll go back to my house, select the crafting queue script, copy this script to my clipboard, and then I will run it, and it will set up the crafting queue for me. So I don't have to manually input every single society job. It will just automatically build that crafting queue for me. Always double check the numbers just to make sure they're correct. And then after that, I just click start crafting queue, and it will do all my societies for me. Typically in a week, I'm done with 15 societies across 3 accounts. So a total of 45 societies in about 30 minutes tops, depending on if you get one of those ones where it's make 500 magic resist potions, and you can only craft them one at a time. Another portion of this is the smuggler. So this will tell you, okay, how much do I need? So I need 1,000 blood moss this week, about 10,000 spider silk, about 3,500 nightshade, 2,000 bottles, and 280 blank scrolls. Right here, it will automatically give you a smuggler purchase, and you can take this script to a smuggler, input it into your eraser, click run the script, and it will buy everything that you need immediately. So basically, this portion of Outlands Butler makes getting your society jobs done, if you choose to do them through crafting, makes it super convenient. The next portion of Outlands Butler, which I think is a little underutilized, is the template planner. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see template planner. You could come in and create a template. I already have mine in. So I have my backstabber template with the skills that I have, what links I'm currently running in my chain, my aspects and everything. And if I go in here, it'll give me in-depth detail about everything about my build. It'll give me what does forensic eval do for me. Okay, it gives me some spell and melee damage. I have a 100% chance to hide. I have a 75% chance to steal or mug. What is tracking going to do for me? How far? What's my tracking range? What does it do for me? Same thing with every skill that has a benefit. It'll let you know what's going on. Same thing with the stats. It'll tell me exactly what all of my melee stats are, defense stats, everything right here after you build a template out. So you can kind of have an idea about what your build is at in its current state. Hold on, let me go through my fencing codex. Sorry. There we go. So what this is useful for is if you want to play with a build and I want to drop, you want to drop some points or shift some points around your build, then you can start looking at the stats and how it's being affected by what you're doing with your build. Or same thing with your links. I want to play around with my chain links, and I want to take out, my ossuary damage links, and I want to put in, whatever. It's going to give me an idea of where I stand on my character so that you can play with the build to see where your stats are at before you actually invest any money or time into making said build. So this is a great place to come and play around other than Test Center to see your build idea come to life prior to actually taking it to live. This is an incredible portion of the Outlands Butler website. Most resource shelves only have, at the very beginning, one profile associated with them. So if you find yourself constantly going through, changing your loadout, changing, how many bandages, or if one echo has an archer, but the next one is a T-mapper or a trapper or a boater, you can come through and create completely new loadouts for whatever character or whatever echo you have. And then all you have to do is generate a script using this button right here, take it over to Razor and play the script, and it will automatically change that loadout for you. So you don't have to sit there and click through, subtract, minus, whatever. Or sometimes you forget to remove, like your smoke bombs because you were playing your backstabber, and now you're going out on a boat and you don't need smoke bombs, and there's no reason for you to lose them. This website allows you to generate as many profiles as you want or loadouts as you want. You just come over here, grab the script, press play, and boom, now you've got your new shelf loadout ready to go for whatever kind of farming you plan on doing. Another useful part of the website is this will kind of give you an somewhat accurate look at how long it will take you to level or how many cores you need to save up to level. So I know I'm at tier 11 blood right now on my character, and I want to see how many I need to purchase if I plan on leveling this to tier 15. So if I know I have 5 cores and 2 distillations on my stockpile, and I plan on taking this farther, once I hit tier 15, to hit tier 15, I'm going to need 135 cores and 40 distills along the way. So that allows me to either just flat out purchase all of them, or I know how I can plan forward when I want to level this aspect. The other thing this will do for you, this aspect leveling portion of Outlands Butler does for you, is the farming time calculator. What you can do with this is you can input your current tier, how much XP you have into that tier. Let's put in 1500 or 1500. My target tier is tier 8. I'm farming 50,000 gold an hour, and I'm doing this for 10 hours a week. So that's 2 hours a day during a normal work week. It will take me 9 total hours to farm from tier 5 to tier 8. And then you can modify it. Okay, I know that I'm making, on average, 50,000 gold an hour, and I'm playing 10 hours a week, but my target tier is tier 15. It will take me 469 total playing hours to get from tier 5 to tier 15. So I will complete that in 47 weeks. Take me almost a year to go from tier 5 to tier 15. So this gives you an idea of how long it will take you to level a certain aspect. You can obviously increase this, right? If I'm farming 150,000 gold an hour, it'll take me however long, right? But you can modify this, and you can figure out your gold per hour in game if you open up the damage tracker and see how much gold you're farming an hour. All right. The next portion is the calculators. There's a ton of different calculators. This one's pretty interesting, right? So if I want to look at accuracy or barding, for instance, can I go to barding really quick? All right. So I'm in lyric. I'm tier 10 lyric. My music skill is 0, but I have 120 peacemaking, 120 discord, 120 provocation. I'm using self-taught, right? I'm using perfect pitch. I'm using, sing your own praises. You can modify this to whatever you want. And maybe you have some forensic eval on that character as well. I've got 10 effective barding links as well. And then you can change the different types of mobs too, right? So I want to go farm. Let's say I'm going to go to Cavernam because it's new and everybody's farming there, and I want to, see the Craig demons if I can do that. Well, at tier 10 with these links, let's put a magical instrument in here as well. Let's go with the Supremely No Slayer. Okay. With this information input, I'm going to have an 86.4% to effectively bard, if I'm not using Discord first, bard that creature. But anyways, this is just a good way to calculate kind of where you need to farm. There's some different other calculators in here that you can play around with as well. A lot of really useful calculators found on the Butler website. There's some other new ones in here too that you can come and play with. I haven't played with them. I don't really boat that much or do SOSs or a message in a bottle, if you will. But it appears that this is going to be able to allow you to kind of group up some of your MIBs so you could do them in a group instead of just one at a time. And then there's also a new housing taxes calculator in there to get ready for April 15th. So that basically covers some of the different utility items that is in the Outlands Butler website. We're going to move on to the next website that I enjoy, and that is the Outlands Drip website. I actually used this website when I came in here and I designed the outfit that I'm currently wearing. But what this allows you to do is, if I want to design a new outfit, every single outfit in the game is on this website. So let's see, I want to change my cloak out. I can just scroll through these cloaks and see if there's a cloak that I like more than the one that I'm wearing. Same thing with pants, the waists. Probably should put some pants back on though. The girl's naked. But yeah, coming over to this website and just play with it and just see. You can create outfits without having to spend any money or going over to test and trying to figure out how to get everything. I think this is a much simpler way than doing it on tests. And if I want to change the hue of an item, I just click the little the bar at the bottom, and I can start looking through the different hues that are offered. Every hue in the game is offered in here. So yeah, come over to if you're looking for a way to design a new outfit, come on over to Outlands Drip. There is also a function where you can import your current outfit to this website. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your paper doll. There's a little golden arrow at the bottom. You're going to click that down, and then there's a blue little gem that you're going to click, and that's going to copy that to your clipboard. You're going to go back over to the Outlands Drip website. You're going to click import, and then you're going to, oh, look at that. You're going to press the button shown above. You're going to copy it and then close it. And then once you click import, it'll pull your current clothing into the Outlands Drip website. So then you can play with what you already have, changing the hues and everything else up. Pretty down and simple website. The next website we're going to go over is the Outlands Monster Search website. This was made by Tragalicious. If you are somebody who likes to do the societies where you have to go kill a certain monster or a certain creature but you don't know where to find them, you can come over to this website and you can type in the monster name. I do believe some of the newer monsters from like the Wildlands expansion aren't updated yet, but for everything in like previous expansions, it's updated. So let's give it a go, right? As you can tell, I'd already searched a blood dragon earlier, but let's say I want to find an ogre. Okay, so it's going to tell me where all the different types of ogres, ogre lords, ogre mages, and blood ogres. So I need to kill blood ogre mages. I'm going to click that little gem, and it's going to show me on the Explore Outlands website where I can find blood ogre mages. And you could do this with any monster that's basically pre-Wildlands. So I need to kill Phoenix. Well, all the tamers know there's only one, and it's located right here in this room in Ossuary. It's also super helpful if you're a tamer and you want to tame certain mobs or certain tamables, and you want to know all the different locations to try to do it. So let's go with a drowned dragon. Oh, I know drowned dragons. They seem pretty cool. I would like to tame a drowned dragon. So now I can find out where all the drowned dragons are. Oh, there's one on this island. I can go tame it here. How do I get there? Just utilize the Witcher rune system and you can go ahead and tame that drowned dragon if you so choose. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope this gave both new players and old players kind of a taste of like what the different websites are out there that can be used and useful and kind of what they do. If I missed anything, or if there's any other websites that you guys find useful, please put it down in the comments. But I hope these websites and the understanding of that they exist is helpful to some players. And yeah, hopefully this makes your play experience a little smoother. Don't forget, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a like and a follow or a subscribe in there. And then if you could, go over to Barely There, twitch.tv/Barely There, and drop me a follow on Twitch so you know when I go live. I will see you guys next time.